What's up, fellow gamers? Time for a quick game break. Just a few weeks before the release of the first Berserker Khazan this coming 27th of March, huge shout out to the developers for dropping a public demo for us to test out on various platforms like Xbox, Steam, and PlayStation. I've given it a go myself, and you can too if you're interested. I'll share my initial thoughts and help you decide if the first Berserker Khazan is worth keeping an eye on. Let's jump right in. The first Berserker Khazan is a hardcore action RPG. It's in another Souls-like genre, something related to Nioh, Lies of P, or even Sekiro. Others says it's an anime version of a 2019 Game of the Year, Sekiro, but we will see about that. So you're playing as Khazan, a legendary warrior who managed to save the Pel-Los Empire from a terrifying dragon wrongly accused of treason, cruelly tortured and left to perish on a snowy mountain. The story picks up as Khazan is being transported through Mount Heinmach, only to be unexpectedly freed by a mysterious force or some kind of dark spirit known as the Blade Phantom, which also takes control of his body. As Khazan, you have to escape and seek vengeance against those who wronged you by battling enemy soldiers and fierce beasts on the mountain. It's going to be a tough journey of payback and intense battles against bosses as you make your way through the treacherous mountain. This game incorporates some basic Souls-like elements similar to other popular games like Sekiro, Dark Souls series, and Lies of P. You've got a stamina bar that goes down every time you attack, dodge, or run. There are light and heavy attacks, different stances, and a bonfire called as the Blade Nexus here where you can rest and boost your stats. Plus, enemies respawn, and you collect Lacrimora as your currency for leveling up. Oh, it also dropped upon death. Oh, and don't forget about dodging. Timing is key to pulling off a perfect dodge. I gotta admit, combat in this game is just so satisfying to dive into. The parry system, man, it's just great. They call it Brink Guard, where you block right as the enemy attacks, triggering a parry. Get that timing spot on, and you won't lose much stamina while losing away at the enemy's fortitude. Once that gauge is empty, you can unleash a devastating critical strike. It's just satisfying combat. Alright, so stamina is key here, guys. Whether you're sprinting, attacking, or dodging, you gotta keep an eye on it. Going for multiple attacks is a big risk, okay? If you mess up the timing on a parry and end up blocking instead, it's gonna drain even more stamina. And if you run out of stamina, you're basically sitting duck for an enemy to come in and wreck you. Also, as you're fighting, you'll earn skill points that you can use to level up different weapon skills. These points let you focus on the specific types of attacks you want to use with that weapon. In Storm Pass, Khazan faces 3 trials which introduce to other weapon types. The Great Sword, a slow attack, extensive damage but cost more stamina. Then the Spear, one of my favorite longer reach and sweeping attacks. Upgrades like Moonlight Stance, increased damage during successful light combos. Lastly, dual-wield axe and sword, a well-balanced weapon with short range but fast attack speed and balanced physical and stamina damage. Many of its skills allow attacks to continue uninterrupted by nullifying enemy strikes, making it ideal for learning enemy patterns. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of various weapons that we need to keep an eye on once the game release. Alright guys, let's talk about the best part of the game, the boss fight. No doubt about it, the Blade Phantom is like the ultimate boss. This guy is tough with a massive health bar, dual phase attacks, quick transitions, and he uses all sorts of weapons and moves. He's a real challenge, especially as an early boss. But man, when you finally beat him, it's so satisfying. And you know what? There are even more bosses to watch out for when the game drops on March 27th, so get ready for some epic boss battles. I'd say First Berserker Khazan is definitely one of those upcoming games you gotta keep an eye on. It's got the potential to be one of the best Souls-like games of 2025. So all you Souls-like fans out there, you gotta check this game out. The combat is great, but man, it's devastating. Playing it was so cool, and I can't wait to see more of what this game has to offer. Have you tried the demo yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and maybe hit that subscribe button for more content. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you on the next one.